Hi, my name's Dr. Katherine, and today's video is going to be a little bit different to normal because our friends Chantel and Trouble have sent in a video with questions about an issue that Trouble recently had with vomiting. So today's video will hopefully be helpful to any of you who have had experiences with your own dog vomiting occasionally, and we're going to be answering questions about what may have caused the vomiting and also what you can do if your dog experiences one-off bouts of vomiting in the future. So we're going to start off with the video from Chantel.
Hello, Dr. Katherine. I have a problem and I'm hoping you can help me figure out what happened. So my dog Trouble, she threw up this morning and it was brown with a little foamy and it was liquidy. I'll send pictures so you can look at it, but basically I'm assuming she threw up her dinner last night, right? Because she didn't eat breakfast this morning. I had woke up, I saw her throw up. There was two little puddles, and I was concerned because, first of all, she's never really thrown up. Second of all, we didn't give her anything new, so I don't know what had happened. I'm not sure if something maybe got stuck in her throat, and this was her just trying to cough it up. But since I know you're a vet and you do these informational videos, I was hoping that maybe you can provide me insight and provide other pet owners that are maybe struggling through the same thing. I know with Trouble, when she drinks too much water, she'll throw up, and I know that's common with dogs. But I was Googling stuff, and then you kind of get in that time warp because then you see that there's other things that could be possibly wrong, and then it kind of gets a little scary. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to help me figure it out and help other pet owners because I know you know what you're talking about. So thank you again, and I hope you can help me figure out what's wrong with Trouble.
So thank you so much, Chantel, and I'm so sorry to hear about poor Trouble. It's no fun to vomit when you're a pupper. It sounds to me like Trouble had what we call a one-off or acute episode of vomiting, meaning that it hasn't lasted for a number of days, weeks, or even months, which is obviously a great thing. A lot of different things can cause vomiting in dogs, but I'm going to list out some of the most common. So firstly, bacterial or viral infections can cause one-off or acute episodes of vomiting. Sometimes they pick up those infections from the environment, from other dogs, or from something that they've eaten. Maybe they've eaten some food from the street or garbage or something that's been a bit bad. Similarly, what we call dietary indiscretion. So when they've eaten something, either a new food or just a type of food or something they've picked up on their walk that didn't agree with their stomach, not necessarily an infection per se, but just something that has upset their stomach that can cause them to vomit. If they have eaten a foreign body, so something they shouldn't have eaten, sometimes that can be some of their toy or rope or, gosh, I've seen all sorts of things, cassette tapes, you name it. Different things can get lodged in their gastrointestinal tract, and one of the first signs we see is dogs vomiting from that. Intestinal parasites, so if they've got a really heavy worm burden, if they've got a lot of worms in their gastrointestinal tract, more common in puppies, that can cause vomiting. And lastly, if they've got something irritating their throat or stuck in their throat, that can cause them to vomit. And a really common presentation for that is when dogs have kennel cough. So they've got that harsh hacking cough. It sounds like something's in their throat, and they can cough so much that it causes them to vomit as well. So that's our list of some of the most common causes of acute or one-off episodes of vomiting. There are also some more serious types of more serious types of diseases that can cause very acute episodes of vomiting, such as acute inflammation or infection of their liver or kidneys, pancreatitis, so when their pancreas is inflamed. Heat stroke can also cause acute episodes of vomiting, but it doesn't sound like that's the case for Trouble, thankfully. So you mentioned that Trouble hadn't had any breakfast this morning, and you started doing some Googling to try and figure out what the cause may be and starting to wonder when you should start stressing out. And that brings up a really great point, and that is, what should you do if your dog has vomited? When should you start thinking about going to the veterinarian, for example? When should you start to get worried? Well, we have to look at the vomiting in the context of the whole dog. So we have to figure out whether there are any other symptoms that they're displaying and what their general energy levels are like. So in a dog that is, maybe vomiting once and then goes on to happily eat their normal meal, or is interested in having some treats and generally looking very energetic, they don't have any diarrhea, they're not more sleepy than normal, then that's a dog that's probably doing okay and is worth just keeping an eye on. It may have just been a one-off bout of vomiting. Feel free in those cases to still baby them a little bit. Maybe you want to give them a bit of extra TLC, give them a bit of a blander diet than normal just to help settle their stomach, maybe some simple starches like some rice or boiled potatoes and some plain boiled chicken with no bones, for example. If your dog, however, and this doesn't sound like the case for trouble, thankfully, but if your dog is seeming not themselves, so if the vomiting is happening more than a couple of times in a single day, if it happens for more than one day, if you've seen any blood in the vomit, if your dog also has diarrhea, if they're really not wanting to eat, if they're not drinking, if they're just not seeming themselves, they're really sleepy and they just don't have any energy, then that's when I'd start thinking that maybe there is something a little bit more serious going on, and I would definitely recommend going and having your dog seen by the veterinarian. So that's a quick summary of the different causes of one-off episodes of vomiting and what you should do about it if your dog has any issues with vomiting. I hope that's been useful for you and Trouble, and here's to a nice quick recovery. If you or anyone else has any other questions that I can help with about dog care, please pop the questions in the comments below and I'd be happy to help. Have a great day.